I read again the story of the tortoise and the hare. While familiar, it's not exactly like how I remembered. How I used to bash the rabbit cause he wasted his potential, praise the turtle who with hard work overcame his every obstacle. But now I see it in a different light, and I can't help but to feel a bit of rabbit here inside of myself. So I think this story needs to be retold, turn the tables, a contemporary take on Aesop's fable. As a kid they called me gifted, man, it felt so good back then. All that talent, oh the rabbit's gonna win, they all predicted. Drilled in expectations till they made it get into my head that I'm a hare and I was born for this, to run with all I am. So I ran past the turtle and his friends, but they booed me and said I never had to work as hard as them. And they laughed, yeah you're fast but you're socially inept. So I sprinted on and left them in the dust out in the back. Well that's fine, slowpokes would have only ever been a burden, so I told myself to get a grip, I'm better off without them. So I ran alone and pushed myself until I felt exhausted, holding on to hope, that single word, believing I was gifted. But the issue was that giftedness is often complicated, and as time passed by I realized that I didn't really like it, because everybody thought I got it easy, didn't see the real me struggling to keep this image. Can I quit this race? I read again the story of the tortoise and the hare. Quite different from what I remember, morals not so clear. The rabbit started strong, but he burned himself out. Halfway in the race he lost his way and sat himself down. I had thought the rabbit represented laziness, but maybe I was hasty in this judgment and I missed the point that rabbit overworked himself to death cause he never found a balance. In a race full of regret, got passed up by Mr. Tortoise. So I watched the tortoise close the gap then pass me on the left. As he did, how could he not resist a chance to rub it in? Rabbit got a bit too cocky, turtle smirked, and then he said, unlike you I had to work harder for everything I did. Ironic, isn't it, that the turtle beats the hare? Should have been a little slower when you started earlier. Slow and steady wins the race. All you ever do is waste your potential. Hope you like getting participation medals. And the tortoise finished first, and the animals they cheered. They saw me as a failure. At that point I didn't care. And I wondered why I tried so hard in the very beginning. Just cause I'm fast don't mean I have to run this path in front of me. Said I was a rabbit, but I got trapped in this rat race. Now I think back and I wish I hadn't been told I had talent, cause I held on to that as I ran, so desperate for attention. Tried to prove myself but spent myself burned out and learned my lesson. I read again the story of the tortoise and the hare. They were racing to become a doctor, lawyer, engineer. The hare spent all of high school studying on his computer, AP classes, college absence, stressing about career and future. Now the rabbit spent in drowning in regret, thinking how he should have forced himself to slow down in those moments, catch a breath, and gone to football games and dances and stop worrying about the future. Aesop's right, I should have taken life a little slow and steadier.